try this filter, go to ProArt Instagram channel and play it with your friends and family. Have fun. You should try this filter. Go to ProArt Instagram channel and play it with your friends and family. Have fun.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to join the ASUS 2021 Create the Uncreated launch event. Modern times have definitely shown the power of ideas. From expanding PC technologies to elevating PC capabilities for creative work, innovation has moved us ahead. As a top technology leader, ASUS champions this evolution. We use our expertise in developing innovations to empower users. With ASUS Design Thinking, we aspire to create user-centric solutions that improve lives and shape the future of creativity. At our core, we are innovators who take pride in bringing our best ideas to life. So, today's lineup delivers incredible experiences for creators by creators. The new PCs, motherboard, monitor, projector, and accessories we are introducing today turn imagination into reality. The creative possibilities are beyond imagination. And top-notch graphics are one of the key elements that make these possibilities real. To tell us more, let's welcome Vice President of NVIDIA, Jason Paul. Hi, Jason.
Hi, Samson. NVIDIA is excited to be partnering with ASUS to develop powerful laptops for artists. Our mission is to help creators build the metaverse of tomorrow, whether it is immersive games, interactive worlds, or digital twins. To achieve this, NVIDIA is developing not only the GPUs that render amazing 3D, but also software that empowers artists to create and connect virtual worlds. NVIDIA Omniverse is our platform for 3D content creation and collaboration. Inside Omniverse, artists can seamlessly connect 3D assets from over 20 applications, such as Autodesk Maya or Unreal Engine. Then add in AI and physics effects, render in real time with RTX, and even collaborate on these scenes with other creators. And this can all be done from anywhere in the world, running on powerful, thin and light ASUS laptops that are purpose-built for content creation. These laptops are accelerated by dedicated ray tracing and AI cores on NVIDIA RTX GPUs, so that the laptop waits on the artist, rather than the artist waiting on the laptop. With NVIDIA Max-Q, AI power and thermal management delivers this performance while the laptop stays cool and quiet. And the NVIDIA Studio ecosystem of extensively tested drivers and over 200 GPU-accelerated creative apps means the laptop and apps just work. The world of content creation is rapidly moving to 3D, and together, NVIDIA and ASUS are building the hardware and software that will enable artists to create metaverses beyond our imagination.
Thank you, Jason and NVIDIA. I am so excited to share the abundance of incredible solutions we have for all creators. Are you ready? Let's go!
Creativity is deeply rooted in ASUS's DNA. To solve problems, to refine aesthetics, to break through, and to dare and create something new. Even if it means to disrupt what we already have. ProArt is designed for creators from different industries. Pro and art represent creators' two most important qualities, being professional in problem solving and pushing the envelope in exquisite artistry. The two collide to inspire great ideas that revolutionize our everyday lives. With the huge changes that continue to happen around the world, ASUS ProArt celebrates these behind-the-scenes professionals with more options to build your creative studios wherever you are. With powerful workstations, with truer-than-life high-quality displays, with peripherals and software to help perfect every last detail. The versatile and integrated experience will help make your workflow more efficient and more effective. To see further into the future of creativity, we started a collaboration with a group of young creators. Not just from their final work, but throughout the entire process, we learned how new ways to communicate and collaborate might shape the next normal, and how we might build even more and better solutions that will adapt to any change that might come our way.
ArtCenter College of Design has been around since 1930. We have a great reputation. We have high standards. Everyone knows it's about coming here to be excellent at making things and designing things.
ASUS ProArt and ArtCenter are two distinct identities, very unique. Having a partnership like this is invaluable to the students.
The students were asked to look at their ProArt line and develop new products and services that utilize their displays, their laptops, basically their computer peripherals for the ProArt line.
We had over 8 majors involved in the classroom mix, so that creates a lot of conflict, but it also creates a lot of opportunity to come up with ideas that maybe some have not come up with before.
What's very exciting about this partnership is the chance to create a dialogue between generations of creators. Young creators are, in many senses of the word, unpolluted. They're not restricted by rules like budgets, time to market, and so on and so forth. These qualities allowed them to come out with very sensible, yet very out-of-the-box projects and proposals that are very inspiring and innovative.
The students came up with a range of ideas from products to services. So some of them were very small, as let's fix the way you interact with your mouse, all the way up to let's create an entire environment where we control the walls, the desks, the foyer, all to manage the optimism of the future of creative workflow.
All our students were working remotely in different parts of the world. And I think they really learned a lot from that, because you can see all the tools that were utilized to make that happen.
At first, we were kind of worried that the experience might be compromised, but the faculty and students came up with a virtual pinup wall. So in many, many ways, the layers of the outcome became richer and more inspiring.
ASUS ProArt was a joy to work with. They were just nurturing and encouraging of the faculty and the students, but were very much hands-off and let the students explore.
I think students bring the future to products like this. They're on the cutting edge of culture and fashion and technology. So what they bring is a future vision that maybe we can't always see in front of us.
Especially now, creativity is your superpower. It does not stop. It only gets better. Together, we'll continue to make progress and to inspire even more great ideas.
Our ProArt lineup delivers customization, optimization, and freedom of choice to all kinds of creatives. To make this open platform approach competitive, we leverage our decades of industry experience, and we constantly talk to professionals to make sure our products fit precisely into real workflows. Currently, we're focused on expanding our lineup, catering to creatives at every stage of their careers, from beginners who need intuitive, integrated systems, to seasoned professionals who demand fine control over their experience. We are constantly filling gaps and expanding along this arc. And today, I'm going to show you 4 new products that embody our open platform and creative-centric approach. First is the ProArt Station PD5, a desktop that fits our vision of what a pre-built system should offer creatives: stability, intuitive design, and the ability to easily upgrade. This allows the product to scale from an entry-level machine to a prosumer workstation with ease. The first step was making it a full-sized ATX tower. This allows off-the-shelf parts to be swapped in or added later on demand. It also encourages airflow, providing more space for components to breathe and efficiently exhausting hot air from the machine. Then we made it easy access with a side panel that comes off with just 2 screws, unobstructed RAM and M.2 slots, and a bay of toolless hard drive trays that can accommodate up to 6 terabytes of storage. Specs are flexible as well. The PD5 will come with both entry-level and prosumer configurations, boasting an Intel i9 11900 CPU at the top end which can be paired with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070 or NVIDIA RTX A2000 for huge horsepower. Memory capacities will scale up to 128 gigabytes of RAM. Next, we added some intuitive touches so the desktop really flows with creative processes. Most will put this under a desk, so we've conveniently placed the I/O on top of the chassis, making it easy to reach down and plug in an external drive or SD card. The power button is conveniently located right next to the I/O ports, and we've cleverly designed it as a two-stage switch to prevent accidents. There are also two LumiWiz smart LED light bars running down the front of the chassis that display system usage in real time, a handy method to check whether or not your render is finished. A carrying handle is built in, and we're making available a wheel set and cable keepers as optional accessories to support modular workspaces. Flexibility and design are important, but stability is an absolutely critical part of every workflow. You wouldn't want to lose progress on your capstone project or have a render fail right before a deadline. To provide the most stable, creative platform we can, ASUS undertakes independent software vendor certification processes to ensure that the PD5 works as expected with popular software applications like the Adobe Suite and Autodesk software. We're absolutely excited to be crushing the barrier to entry into our ProArt lineup with this extremely dynamic desktop. You can expect it on shelves later this year. As creatives move up in their careers, custom hardware is required to fuel the most efficient workflows. For these pros, we've designed the ProArt X570 Creator Wi-Fi motherboard to deftly handle multi-threaded workloads. Tapping into our vast experience in the category allows us to make the most of what the chipset has to offer, which means taking full advantage of the high core count CPUs at the top end of AMD's mainstream stack. Hosting one of these premium CPUs, like the 16-core Ryzen 9 5950X, requires a voltage regulator module, or VRM, that can not only supply the chip with a sizable amount of stable power, but can also adapt quickly to drastic load changes. To achieve this, the ProArt X570 features a 14+2 power stage configuration that can guide high core count CPUs through demanding creative tasks with ease. High-end workstations that include the ProArt X570 need to run reliably 24/7. The thermal design of the motherboard supports this scenario, with sizable VRM heatsinks and a PCH heatsink that utilizes the space in between the PCIe slots, allowing the board to be completely passively cooled, helping to keep noise levels low no matter what you do. Similar to what you'd expect from server-grade motherboards, we validate ProArt X570 boards by subjecting them to stress tests in ambient temperatures of up to 45 degrees Celsius and 80% humidity, ensuring system stability even in challenging environments. Let's talk about I/O. Creative workflows rely on ports for peripherals like keyboards and tablets, for high-speed external storage, and for networking. The X570 Creator Wi-Fi has you covered with a comprehensive array of powerful I/O, including Thunderbolt 4, 10G and 2.5G Ethernet, plenty of high-speed USB ports, and Wi-Fi 6E. It also features 3 PCIe 4.0 M.2 slots for adding plenty of fast storage. So, for creative professionals who need a solid foundation to start building out their workflow, the ProArt X570 Creator Wi-Fi is the perfect place to start. Aside from computational power, digital art requires a window through which all of those ones and zeros can be perceived. Of course, I'm talking about monitors. There's a significant shift happening in the top-end market. Features and capabilities that were once only attainable by large video production studios are now trickling down into the prosumer space. And this is opening doors for emerging creative forces like indie film studios and content creators on social platforms, who are delivering more and more incredible 4K HDR content. We've already brought some industry-leading mini LED displays to market. Today, in the spirit of choice, we're expanding our OLED lineup with the new ProArt display OLED PA32DC. This model is the product of direct feedback from pros. They wanted a large OLED display with incredible color accuracy, huge gamut coverage, and a flexible design suited for the studio as well as on-set monitoring. This is exactly what the PA32DC delivers. At 31.5 inches, it's much more comfortable on a desk than a TV. The panel features a 4K UHD resolution with pure RGB OLED pixels, true 10-bit color, up to 99% coverage of DCI P3, and up to 80% coverage of Rec 2020. When it comes to HDR, the PA32DC meets VESA Display HDR 400 True Black specification and outshines OLED televisions by achieving full screen luminance of 250 nits indefinitely, peaking well above 400 nits. And it doesn't stop there. The PA32DC is designed as a professional reference monitor, so we run full factory calibrations to achieve an out-of-the-box delta E of less than 1 in sRGB and Adobe RGB, and a delta E of less than 2 in DCI P3. To help maintain color accuracy, a built-in colorimeter can be scheduled to check and alert users of any color shifts, and can also be used for calibration with our free ProArt software, which can handle both SDR and HDR calibration. The industrial design of the PA32DC makes it easy to use on set, with a built-in carrying handle, optional feet for quick, stable placements, a hood, and convenient cable management. For video pros in need of an OLED reference monitor, the PA32DC is an extremely accurate and flexible option, in the studio or on set. We just looked at 3 products geared towards creation, but evaluation is another part of the professional workflow we're addressing today. The critical baseline for evaluation in this context is, of course, color accuracy. If the colors your client sees don't match the colors on your screen, they won't be able to fully appreciate the work. That's where the ProArt Projector A1 comes into play. The story revolves around its 3,000 lumen LED light source. Compared to lamp projectors, LED benefits from a much longer lifespan, up to 30,000 hours for the ProArt A1. The LEDs don't need a long warm-up or cool-down time, so the projector is snappy to turn on and off. It can also achieve 120 Hz at 1080p, which is very useful for reviewing high-speed video or 3D animation. Another great thing about LEDs is that, compared to lamp projectors, they do a much better job at maintaining brightness over time. This means that calibrated colors will stay true, so an accurate viewing experience will last. That's why we've calibrated every Projector A1 at the factory to achieve an out-of-the-box delta E of less than 2 in sRGB mode, a specification typically reserved for professional desktop monitors. Achieving color accuracy does sacrifice some brightness, but the ProArt A1 can still pump out 2,000 lumens, which is ample for grading content in any professional environment. A calibration report will also be included in every box, and we've even gone a step further to make this the world's first Kalman verified projector, so you can rest assured the colors are truly accurate. Okay, it's accurate, but what about gamut? Well, the A1 covers 98% of sRGB, which is perfect for most digital media and video. ASUS ProArt Preset allows quick switching between color modes to easily review different materials. A plethora of manual adjustments are also available to fine-tune color for less than optimal viewing environments. In terms of usability, the ProArt A1 supports streamlined wireless mirroring for Windows 10, Android, and iOS devices. For any creatives looking for a way to accurately display their work to a whole room, the ProArt Projector A1 is the solution. And in the spirit of lowering the barrier to entry for professional creative work, the A1's pricing will be well within the reach of established freelancers and small studios. From creation to consumption, from new beginners to seasoned pros, we hope you'll be pleased with these new additions to the ProArt lineup. Next, we have a new innovation designed to help boost workflow efficiency.
Keyboard, touchpad, and mouse might not always be the best ways to work. An analog experience can be more intuitive to make tweaks and adjustments for the final touch. Say you want to make adjustments with lightness level inside Photoshop or Lightroom. With keyboard and mouse, you might use shortcut keys with a slider clicked on by a mouse. Your eyes need to go back and forth between the slider, the number in the app, your hands on the keyboard and mouse, and the effects you're looking for. Or if you're editing a video and you need a fast scroll through and pinpoint at the exact frame of a video track, again, you need to use the mouse to click on the time bar and slide back and forth. And again, your eyes are busy looking at different places to make sure you're getting what you want. ASUS Dial intends to simplify that experience with more efficiency, more precision, and more customized and tactile experience. Back in January, we already introduced ASUS Control Panel and ASUS Dial. Now we're adding them to our entire line of ProArt products as well. With ASUS Control Panel, you can customize the type of nozzle, wheel, slider you need to get the job done. Whereas ASUS Dial is a physical dial that controls the virtual UI right on your screen. For now, ASUS Dial is optimized for 4 Adobe apps: Adobe Photoshop, Lightroom Classic, Premiere Pro, and After Effects. With Photoshop, you can modify the brushes and switch between layers. With Lightroom Classic, you can adjust the color balance and tone. With Premiere Pro, you can jog through scenes, quickly adjust audio tracks, and enjoy seamless video editing. With After Effects, you can navigate the timeline and zoom in. It's never been easier to add effects to make a great motion art or animation. We understand that every creative has a different approach and habits. You can customize the functionality you need in ProArt Creator Hub to make it truly yours. From laptops, mobile displays to the mouse, ASUS Dial works seamlessly across ProArt devices, so you can switch locations and what you use and still have a consistent control experience. With that in mind, we're very excited to share with you all that Adobe and ASUS have partnered to bring you more opportunities, values in both creativity and productivity. Now let's see the features and products included in our mobile solution. Sasha?
Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in. Let me show you how we bring these new concepts and ideas to our laptops. Let's start with the Studiobook 16. As you can see, we're not just bringing the dial to our ProArt Studiobook series, we actually created our own custom dial mechanism and encoder to keep the Studiobook 16 this slim and allow for very precise adjustments with a satisfying tactile feedback. We also added a third mouse button, crucial for CAD applications to pan or rotate 3D objects. And the touchpad features an extra layer, which makes it MPP 2.0 compatible, so you can use it as a mini built-in drawing tablet with the ASUS Pen. The Studiobook 16 OLED can be configured with up to an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070, while the Studiobook Pro 16 OLED comes with up to an NVIDIA RTX A5000 professional-grade GPU. Both of them are available with up to an AMD Ryzen 9, Intel Core i9, or even Intel Xeon. This gives you a surprisingly large number of combinations of CPUs and GPUs to choose from to perfectly match your particular workflow. From ray tracing and VR to AI-powered 8K video editing, NVIDIA GPUs in our Studiobook laptops boost your workflow. Memory and storage-wise, everything is fully upgradable. 2 SODIMM slots let you push the memory up to 64 gigabytes, and 2 M.2 slots let you max out your drive at up to 4 terabytes, with RAID 0 support even. NVIDIA Studio drivers ensure maximum performance, rock-solid reliability, and wide software compatibility with over 60 professional environments from Adobe, Autodesk, and more, both on the Studiobook and Studiobook Pro. For the Studiobook Pro 16, we go one step further though, and on top of all the Studio driver certifications, we test key applications for compatibility and performance in-house, and we work directly with software developers on ISV certification. We send them samples of our laptops and tweak our drivers and firmware to ensure the Studiobook Pro 16 works as expected and performs well with as many professional applications as possible. Artists strive for visual perfection, and the display in the Studiobook 16 and Pro 16 deliver on it, with the world's first 16-inch 16x10 4K OLED HDR display that's in a class of its own. OLED delivers truly eye-catching visuals with extremely high contrast and deep blacks, and a 100% DCI-P3 color gamut that ensures vivid, true-to-life colors. It's not just Pantone calibrated, but even passes the stricter Kalman certification. And by shifting the wavelength of the blue subpixels by a couple of nanometers, it emits 70% less harmful blue light than regular panels. As a result, it's easy on the eyes, and even after hours and hours, you feel fine. Best of all, this slightly offset blue light looks the same to our eyes, so there are no color distortions or yellow-orange hues as a side effect. Thanks to a powerful cooling system with 4 exhausts, 6 heat pipes, and large diameter liquid crystal polymer fans with 102 fan blades each, just 0.15mm thin fan blades, the Studiobook 16 manages to deliver outstanding performance while keeping the system surprisingly cool and quiet at a noise level of less than 40 decibels. Both SSDs and the memory modules come with their own heat shields and large thermal pads to keep them cool, just as you'd expect from a top-of-the-line creator workstation. The I/O selection is clearly creator-focused too, with a full range of ports, including a LAN port, HDMI 2.1 port, USB Type-C ports with 100W PD charging, and DisplayPort 1.4a. And the DP signal comes directly from the NVIDIA GPU. So as an added bonus, it's VR ready, which is actually used more and more for professional 3D work like prototyping. And not only does it have a full-size SD card reader, the Studiobook 16 is one of the first laptops with an SD 7.0 Express card reader with read speeds up to 1 GB per second. And even the headphone jack is maxed out with an ESS headphone deck. There's an incredible variety in creative tasks and workflows, so while it's a lot of extra work for our engineers, we know how much of a difference it makes to have the right parts for the task at hand. And we're offering you an incredible amount of flexibility and choice to configure the Studiobook 16 OLED just the way you want. Next up, we have a surprise announcement for you. Our ProArt series is now expanding into accessories as well, starting with the ProArt mouse and the ProArt MousePad, both of which are tailored specifically for creative suits. The dial on the side of the ProArt mouse, MD300, gives you access to precise and intuitive control right at your fingertip, without even having to lift your hand from your mouse. The dial can be fully customized and will come with all the same features and application support like our other ASUS dials, such as on the Studiobook 16. The ProArt mouse also features a large, fully programmable third mouse button in the center, which is, like we mentioned, important in CAD apps. And unlike in other mice, this doesn't use a lower grade, harder and less durable switch. All three buttons come with the same top-of-the-line Omron switch rated for 50 million clicks. You can pair the ProArt mouse with 3 devices, a desktop, laptop and tablet, for example, and you can instantly switch between them. Neat! The high-performance PixArt 3816 laser sensor with 4200 dpi works on a wide range of surfaces, even glass tables. And thanks to a polling rate of up to 1000 Hz for instant lag-free mouse input. You can also switch between DPI profiles with the press of a button. Very handy when switching from desktop to a tablet, for example, since each device works better with a different DPI setting. With wireless mice, you often have to worry about them running out of battery every couple of days. Not so with the ProArt mouse. It lasts up to 150 days on a full charge. And even when it does run out of battery, eventually, thanks to USB-C quick charging, after only 60 seconds plugged in, it'll endure 3 hours of heavy use or up to 8 hours of light intermittent use. The ProArt MousePad PS201 offers not just a precise and accurate woven polyester surface for your mouse to track, but also has a stylish leather strip on top which hides 2 built-in magnets in the corners to dock your ASUS pen, charging cable or other accessory. Thanks to the soft silicone base, it stays in place and won't slide around. And it also comes with an antibacterial coating, our ASUS Antibacterial Guard, which keeps your mousepad nice and clean. The mousepad also doubles as a gray card when flipping it upside down, so you can use it to calibrate your camera's white balance and exposure. Our dual display Zenbook Duo series has been extremely well received, thanks to the extra screen space it offers. Now we want to bring that ScreenPad Plus experience to an even wider audience, not just more laptops, but even desktops. And the ProArt PA147 CDV does just that, bringing the same 14-inch 32x9 1920x550 IPS panel with 400 nits to any system. And our monitor team is proud to announce that it just won one of only 3 Computex Design and Innovation Gold Awards. This portable ProArt display comes with an industry standard 100% sRGB and 100% Rec 709 color gamut, is Kalman verified and factory calibrated for guaranteed color accuracy of delta E below 2. It weighs 740 grams, making it very portable and easy to bring with you on location. It comes with full-size HDMI and 2 full-function USB Type-C ports that can both power and feed the display a video signal at the same time. Despite the unusual ultra-wide aspect ratio, it works with a large number of devices, from laptops and desktops to cameras and even phones. A built-in ergonomic kickstand with a patented mechanical design lets you adjust the PA147 seamlessly to almost any angle for the perfect viewing and touch experience. And using it with a stylus or setting up vertically for coding is a thing as well. The 10-point multi-touch layer offers a highly accurate and ultra-responsive touch experience, and with MPP 2.0 support, you can use an ASUS pen to take notes or work on your content wherever and whenever inspiration strikes. We also upgraded the ASUS Dial compared to our other portable ProArt monitor and made it slightly bigger and easier to reach. It enables precise tactile feedback and the same functionality as our other dials, such as on the Studiobook 16. The ProArt PA147 also comes with our control panel app, now bringing our customizable deck of buttons, dials, and sliders to any laptop and even to desktops. So, whether you're frequently relocating your setup or you just want to have that ultra-wide touchscreen as an accessory on your workstation, or maybe combine several of them for an ultimate display setup tailored to your needs, the ProArt PA147 enables you to streamline your workflow in ways you probably haven't even considered until today. Now let me hand over to Terry White from Adobe to show you our ASUS Dial in action within Photoshop and Lightroom Classic.
Hi, my name is Terry White, and I'm Worldwide Designer and Photography Evangelist for Adobe. My job involves delivering presentations worldwide that teach content creators how to use Adobe Creative Cloud solutions. I'm also a professional photographer. When I first saw the new ASUS ProArt Studiobook, the ASUS Dial instantly caught my attention. It's a small rotary controller on the laptop that gives you control over parameters in Adobe Creative apps. I've never seen anything like that on a laptop before. As a content creator, I couldn't help wondering whether it would really be useful. But after using the laptop for quite a while, I'd say it surprised me a lot. First, it's easy to customize your ASUS Dial. Just open the Creator Hub app, and you can choose the app and function you want to control through ASUS Dial. If you're going to use the brush tool to edit an image in Adobe Photoshop, for example, to perhaps do some skin retouching, you can control brush size by slightly turning the ASUS Dial like this. It's the same with brush flow too. Just turn the dial and the photo's quickly touched up. The workflow is very smooth and easy with no more complicated macro keys to remember. Just like in Photoshop, you can control contrast, exposure, saturation, or anything you can think of in Adobe Lightroom Classic. With no awkward slider bars to move for each parameter, your edits with ASUS Dial will be much more efficient and productive. ASUS Dial is ergonomically designed too. There's no need to change the way you use your keyboard. And with just one finger, you can comfortably edit your photos without fatigue. The best thing is that you don't need to carry an extra controller when you're on the go, saving lots of space and hassle. As the worldwide design and photography evangelist for Adobe, I'm really excited that we've teamed up with ASUS to create such an innovative feature. Editing with the ASUS Dial has really changed my workflow, especially in Lightroom Classic. I love that I can just use the dial to quickly make my edits on the go or at my workstation in studio. Thank you, ASUS, and once again, thank you, Adobe.
Thank you, Terry. It's always fascinating to hear about all the cool things creators come up with using our products. But what exactly is a creator? There are a lot of different types of creators, and what they create and how they create it can be wildly different. From professional studio artists in Hollywood, VFX artists, music production, Twitch streamers, to lifestyle and fitness creators, vloggers, and hobby photographers, system requirements are completely different. That's why we offer several series tailored to different types of creators. At the top, we have our ProArt series, a complete solution for professionals using top-of-the-line components, the best panels, CPUs, GPUs, memory, storage, and I/O ports. Then we have our innovative Zenbook Duo series with a second display, perfect for creators on the go who need as much screen space as possible thanks to its revolutionary ScreenPad Plus touchscreen, which spawned the Control Panel app we now see expanded to more and more products. And we're introducing a brand new series here today, perfect for young lifestyle creators and vloggers, as a more mainstream series for creators that don't need all the bells and whistles, but still features premium panels and delivers impressive performance they need to create the latest, captivating and exciting content that's ready to go viral. As you can see, the Vivobook Pro 14X OLED and 16X OLED combine high-performance 45-watt CPUs and up to NVIDIA RTX 3050 Ti graphics with OLED panels in a slim and surprisingly light chassis. The Vivobook Pro 14X only weighs an impressive 1.45 kilos. On the outside, you'll see we stick to neutral and modern color tones for stylish yet minimalistic appearance. While the 0-degree black option is a nice, classy, pure black metal finish, the Meteor White option uses our latest weave pattern coating process. The finished laptop lid feels just like polished sandstone. It's grippy, solid, and surprisingly fingerprint and smudge resistant. Yes, please! The keyboard features subtle but stylish function group-based color accents that give it a clean, organized, and professional look. With up to an AMD Ryzen 9 5900HX mobile processor and up to 32 GB of memory, you get a really impressive amount of performance in such an ultra-thin and ultra-light chassis. Whether it's high-speed, back-and-forth multitasking, video editing, or just some laid-back binge-watching or gaming, the Vivobook Pro X is ready for anything. With a powerful 96 watt-hour battery for the 16-inch and 63 watt-hour for the 14-inch model, you've got plenty of battery life as well. The Vivobook Pro 14X and 16X OLED stay cool at all times thanks to the highly efficient dual-fan cooling system. So even though it's more powerful than any Vivobook before it, the advanced cooling design ensures that your laptop stays cool and quiet for maximum performance anytime and anywhere. What really stands out though are the 16x10 4K OLED displays with their vibrant colors, high contrast, and 600 nit peak brightness. Right above the display you'll find an integrated webcam privacy shield that slides over the webcam for instant privacy as well. The Vivobook Pro X Series also features our brand new ASUS Dial pad, a virtual customizable dial that's built into the touchpad, with the same functionality as our physical dials on the Studiobook 16. Besides the AMD-powered models, there are Intel 11th Gen H-Series versions too, available in Comet Gray and Cool Silver. Choose whichever matches your needs and start your creative journey with a new Vivobook Pro X. Now, if you're more of a casual content creator and multitasking and maybe the occasional game is more like your day-to-day, then an RTX 3050 or maybe even 1650 GPU and a 2880 by 1800 OLED panel is probably all you need. In that case, check out the regular non-X Vivobook Pro 14 OLED and Vivobook Pro 15 OLED. These two will be available in Quiet Blue and Cool Silver. As you can tell, we have been working closely with Adobe for a while now, and not just on adding ASUS Dial and ASUS Pen support. Starting in 2021, we will even bundle a selection of Adobe suites on some of our models. Let me hand over to Jen for the details.
To honor our partnership, starting today, you get 3-month Adobe Creative Cloud All Apps with the purchase of ASUS creative products, such as ProArt Studiobook, ProArt Display, ProArt Station, and Zenbook Pro Dual. Seeing creativity is not limited to professionals. We give you 1-month membership with the rest of ASUS products. For more details, please visit our website. Creativity is more important now than ever. From ASUS, we'll continue to complete and improve our solutions for you so you can focus on bringing your imagination to life. Now back to Sasha with more OLED products.
I'm really proud to announce that ASUS is the first manufacturer to bring stunning OLED displays to not just a few select models, but a complete lineup spanning several series and segments, from high-performance creator workstations to mainstream on-the-go laptops. We believe that OLED provides an unmatched visual experience that really leaves an impact and makes everything look and feel so much richer, more vibrant, and alive. The 100% DCI-P free, best-in-class color gamut ensures true-to-life colors that are always stunning to look at. It's also Pantone validated, so you're creating what you see is what you get. You might be worried that too much screen time irritates and damages your eyes, but worry not. By their very nature, OLED displays emit 70% less harmful blue light, which could disrupt your sleep cycle and cause eye strain. Even better, this does not affect colors at all. Another thing we love about our ASUS OLED displays is that the gamut and those juicy colors don't look worse at lower brightness levels. On conventional panels, lowering the screen brightness often results in worse color accuracy and a lower range of colors. On our OLED models, you can enjoy movies, work in Photoshop or Premiere, even at lower brightness levels, if you're sitting in a dark room, for example. OLED screens are immediately recognizable because of the ability to display true blacks, something other displays simply cannot match. All our OLED laptops are VESA True Black certified with a peak brightness of up to 600 nits and display HDR 600 True Black for a huge range of contrast between bright and dark objects. This 1,000,000:1 contrast ratio means you're able to view details in your favorite movies or games or creative projects you would otherwise miss entirely. With an impressive average gray-to-gray response time of only 0.2 milliseconds, OLED displays also mean you can see sharp images in fast-paced scenes, when skipping through pictures in a gallery or when scrolling through emails and websites. If you're ready for an OLED treat, let's have a look at our newest member in the ASUS OLED lineup. We just started selling our latest Zenbook 13, which now has an OLED option that has been received very well on the market. And we're now bringing OLED to the Zenbook 14 as well. So we got OLED panels for our Creator series, the ProArt Studiobook and Zenbook Pro Duo, our ExpertBook Business series, and we're adding OLED to 2 more models in our premium ultra-portable Zenbook series. Our brand new Zenbook 14X OLED and the Zenbook 14 Flip OLED, as the name implies, come with our latest OLED panels as well. And as you can see, we again offer you a lot of configuration options. You have the choice of either an AMD or Intel CPU, and there's an option for our virtual touchpad number pad, an option for our ASUS screen pad, and an NVIDIA MX450 dedicated GPU. And the Zenbook 14X too is going 16:10, which allows us to offer you more screen space than other 14-inch laptops. We're reducing the bezels and bringing the screen-to-body ratio to an impressive 92%. The Zenbook 14X and the Zenbook 14 Flip both come in at only 15.9mm slim and 1.4 kilos light. But thanks to the latest 11th gen Intel Core i7 or even an AMD Ryzen 9 5900HX CPU, these new 14-inch Zenbooks give you a ton of performance despite their ultra-portable and light, slim chassis. Both the Intel and AMD version of the Zenbook 14X and Zenbook 14 Flip come with our latest dual-fan Ice-Cool Plus thermal system. This allows us to significantly boost the CPU power and performance. But that's not all. These new Zenbook 14 models support AIPT, which means with a simple click you can switch to performance mode and boost the CPU even higher, up to 40 watts. The new Zenbooks come with a couple of really helpful quality of life improvements as well. We got SSO fingerprint power buttons that let you log in within a second. How cool is that? Both the Zenbook 14X and 14 Flip still feature the same spacious keyboard as our 2020 Zenbooks, but now come with an ErgoLift 180-degree hinge or even 360 for the Flip. You're gonna love this one. Based on popular demand, we brought back the 3.5mm audio jack. And we upgraded the M.2 slot to support the latest and greatest Gen 4 SSDs. We are bringing OLED to our commercial series as well. The ExpertBook B5 OLED and the ExpertBook B5 Flip OLED. You might wonder why, but considering that a lot of salespeople use our commercial laptops to promote products by sliding through rendered images, pictures, promo videos, or PowerPoint decks, having an OLED display in these ExpertBooks actually makes a lot of sense. You definitely want a matte screen on that convertible, what with fingerprints and smudges and all. But there is no matte OLED, right? Well, there is now. The B5 Flip is the first matte OLED display in a laptop. Thanks to its 360-degree hinge, you can flip from writing an email to swiping through presentations in tent mode to taking notes with a stylus in mere seconds, just like a sleek street artist performing magic tricks. Like all ExpertBook models, the B5 comes in a classy and rugged chassis made from magnesium aluminum alloy, which also means it's ridiculously light, with the lightest 1-watt panel edition of just 1 kilogram. And if endurance is more important to you, there's a 1.2 kilo 66 watt-hour option with an incredible 13 hours of video playback battery life. And yes, that is with an OLED panel. The ExpertBook B5 is Intel Evo certified and delivers exceptional performance thanks to Intel's latest 11th gen CPU, and it's highly efficient, snappy, and offers the very best in connectivity and battery life. The ExpertBook B5 series is perfect for remote work with hotkeys to mute the microphone, enable or disable our ASUS two-way AI noise cancelling, a webcam privacy slider, an SSO fingerprint power button, and an optional TPM chip for maximum security. The B5 series passed the latest industry-leading US military 810H tests and underwent stringent in-house torture testing, including panel pressure, shock and drop tests, making it a rugged travel companion. And if things go really bad, don't worry, we got you. All ASUS commercial ExpertBook models come with an upgraded service and support package with a 3-year global warranty and direct live chat support within the My ASUS app, and on-site service in most major markets. Now that's some deluxe service right there. We have yet another portable display announcement, and this one is, you might have guessed it, yet another OLED panel, but this time it's not in a laptop. The ZenScreen OLED MQ13AH, what a tongue twister, is the world's first portable 13-inch monitor with an OLED display. You can now finally bring eye-popping colors and impressive contrast to any laptop, any desktop, tablet, mobile phone, or even a portable gaming console. And yes, there will be a 15.6-inch version too. I really want one of those. It covers the same impressive color space as our other OLED panels with a gamut of 100% DCI-P free. Colors not only look super vibrant and pop, its color reproduction is highly accurate with a delta E below 2, guaranteed. With its deep blacks and huge contrast, HDR movies and games look especially beautiful. Aside from that mesmerizing 13-inch OLED panel, the ZenScreen display is incredibly slim and light at only 5mm and 500 grams. And the 15.6-inch version is no less impressive, with less than 1 kilo in weight and a super slim chassis as well. The ZenScreen OLED comes with a surprisingly large number of I/O ports too. There's naturally an HDMI port, but since the chassis is this slim, a full-size port simply wouldn't fit. So it features a mini HDMI port. But don't worry, we bundle a mini HDMI to a full-size HDMI cable. And for better cable management, we added Type-C ports to both sides. And either side lets you power the panel and feed it a video signal at the same time. There's also a third Type-C port on the left side for powering the display. So in case you want to use a battery pack or a charger to power the ZenScreen OLED. You can even connect all 3 separate video sources at once and then toggle between them back and forth in the on-screen menu. Talk about work and play. Thanks to an embedded tripod mount, it's incredibly versatile and can be set up within seconds at almost any angle and orientation for an immersive multi-monitor setup. It's also very efficient with a power draw between 5 and 9 watts, depending on the brightness, so a power bank can easily power it for several hours. And it comes with our magnetic ASUS Smart Case that protects the display from scratches and lint and folds into a stand. So you can prop up the ZenScreen OLED in portrait or landscape mode, giving you a lot of flexibility even when you're on the go and don't have a tripod with you. Thanks to the same proximity sensor as in our ExpertBook B9, the display dims or even switches off entirely to save power whenever you're not in front of it. If you want to keep the display at full brightness at all times, no problem. The proximity sensor can be disabled as well. So, with its super slim and light chassis, rich connectivity options, and exceptional visuals, the ZenScreen OLED MQ13AH is the perfect companion for any mobile device and allows you to enjoy your movies and videos in a cafe or work more efficiently on set. Alright, now let me try to sum this all up. So, our ProArt series, which started with professional desktop monitors, has now grown into a complete product lineup, spanning top-of-the-line displays, laptops, desktops, and even motherboards, mice, and projectors, with more to come. But one-size-fits-all doesn't really work for a profession as diverse as creators, with greatly varying requirements depending on their field of expertise and their interests. That's why we offer not just one, but 3 distinct series for creators, from the ProArt Studiobook to the Zenbook Pro Duo and the Vivobook Pro series. And we work closer than ever with a large number of creators to really understand the different workflows and tailor our products specifically to their needs. We also broadened our partnership with Adobe, the leader in creative software suites and tools, and we're going to work closer than ever in a partnership with shared goals to innovate and empower creators. This includes a bundle of select Adobe suites with several of our laptops and new ways to make the most out of your ASUS Pen, your ASUS Dial, our various screen pads, and our control panel app that streamline your process and allow you to just let your creativity flow. What stands out as well is that we offer you, yes, you, more freedom than ever. You can choose between a number of laptops and then pick an Intel Core, Intel Xeon, or AMD Ryzen CPU. And it's up to your requirements and your choice if they come with NVIDIA Consumer or NVIDIA Pro-grade graphics. You might have missed it, we only mentioned it once or twice, but we're bringing OLED to a huge number of product series and to a wide range of segments and price points. We want to enable more customers than ever to experience the breathtaking visuals only OLED panels can deliver. All of these new models will also either ship with Windows 11 or get updated to Windows 11 once Microsoft formally launches it later this year. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this overview of our latest products. For more information, details, and feedback as well, check our Create the Uncreated event site. Thanks everyone, stay safe, and see you next time.